Flipping.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Hey!
Hey,
Oh my
it works.
God! It works!
Yes.
It works. I'm so
Double
excited.
scope.
Yeah, we're tandem scoping. I don't really know where to look.
Well, I've got WebEV online. You got yours and yours.
Like where? Where do I look?
So folks, just so you know, it's the two of us on
Hi,
two phones at the same time, so we've got parallel.
DDG 24. I don't know your names. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Larry, good to see you here. Sorry, I broke
Hi,
one of my parodies. WebEV. This is LA Evie.
I'm super Evie.
Ooh, don't get Evie upset.
No, it's all good. Evies have tempers.
Thanks for sharing.
No, just kidding. No, we don't have tempers. Hey, D. Hey, what's up? Hey, Garrett.
Hey,
Hi.
good to see you.
Garrett's from the Joe Show.
Oh, nice. And there's Airbo, who's Larry. He's in Hawaii. He's one of the Perry dudes.
Everyone tap the screen for aloha.
Aloha. Yeah, if you're not typing, you're tapping.
Hi,
there he goes.
Deanna. How are you? Bunny Lover, how are you? Pablo, what's up? What's the topic? We don't know.
This is spontaneous. This is episode 1.
It's spontaneous.
This is the Doctor show.
Improv. It's all improv.
Love
yeah.
Doctor and Dr. Evie.
Love Doctor.
Dr. Evie.
Dr. Evie.
Yes.
Yes, we'll get along just fine.
I love it.
So, y'all, I don't know where you guys are watching. Oh, you guys are watching.
You're watching on the two scopes.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so...
This is our first meeting, by the way.
This is our first meeting, you guys. I've been watching Barry Selby's scopes for the last...
Oh, since you've been on scope? I don't know.
Three weeks or so?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks so much.
Thank
you. Hey from New Jersey. Hey,
Jersey.
Jersey.
Good to see you.
What's up?
Well, thank you, Evie.
Hey. He's super fab. I love his scopes. I like what he's doing with Comma on Perry Dudes.
Yes.
Very cool.
Perry Dudes. All the guys out there watching, join Perry Dudes, because that's an awesome group to be in.
Hey, is it wrong to date multiple people when single? Are we gonna start there? Let me roll up my
I've already rolled my sleeves up.
sleeves. All right.
There you go. Thank you, Evie.
Yes, please check out Paradudes. I love Paradudes. I think they're...
Just trying to watch the comments of both sides is very interesting.
So, I know.
My handle's in her title. So if you're looking for me, it's Barry Selby in her title.
Barry Selby. B-A-R-R-Y-S-E-L-B-Y.
So you want to speak to the dating multiple people?
Dating multiple people, of course it's okay to date multiple people. If there's no commitment there for exclusivity,
okay.
I think.
Oh, I'm Barry Selby.
This is Barry Selby. This is the Love Doctor.
Love Doctor.
Yes, he has a scope pretty much every day. Right?
Pretty much, yeah. For my scope, it's Woman Up Wednesday. So it's about women, but also dating questions. Since it is, someone my scope says yes, it's wrong. We'll get to that. Patience.
Yeah, my opinion is, guys, is that if there's no commitment there, then you're free to do whatever you want.
Okay, so
as long as everything is on the table. That's the problem, is that shit is usually not on the table.
Right.
Nothing is clear. Everything's just like, well, I guess I like him and maybe he likes me.
Can I jump in on this one about early commitment?
Yes.
The way I've studied, the way I talk about dating is like meeting and greeting. It's not commitment. If you're committing, that's a relationship. And the thing is, and this is energetically from one of my teachers who I've studied with,
yes.
Alison Armstrong, talks about dating is like meet and greet, like hunting and sorting out, seeing who you like. Relationship is where you commit. But women, energetically, commit when they meet somebody because they immediately get connected energetically. Men are more like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's a sorting system for us.
Yes.
So if you're dating multiple people and you're not crossing certain emotional and certain physical and certain intimacy lines, then it's okay. But if you're crossing the lines into sexual commitment, then it's a question of, is that comfortable for you? Because for some people, sexual commitment is a relationship. Some people it's just, I'm just going to date this person and have sex and see how it feels. There's less investment. You're pondering. I'm watching your face on this.
I am.
Different perspective?
No. I think it's harder for women because once we embark on that sexual journey together,
And you're bonding.
Then we are bonding because of that whole oxytocin thing,
Right.
and it kind of like messes up our heads. So I don't really know how to sort that one out because I have gotten confused in the past.
Yeah, Evie, I think I agree with you. Sex makes it different.
Sex does make it different. Sex makes it different.
Harder when it's two women?
Especially for women.
I say harder when it's two women. Does that mean that you're a woman dating a woman, or mean that you're dating two different women? I'm not sure if that was a man or woman's. Okay, now
Define toy?
Who's that?
Define toy. What does that mean?
How do you sort out sex to commitment? That's up to you. For
I
some
think
people,
it's all about communication. Communication. Oh my God, what's that?
Communication?
Yes.
What an idea.
I don't know what communication is. What is that? Communication. Yeah, I mean, just be really really super clear about what this means.
Yeah, I'm just a one-person kind of person. Same here. And
Same here.
And I have a friend of mine I was talking to yesterday, his mode of operation is polyamorous, and I personally believe in monogamy, and I have nothing against his choices. But in his context, I said to him, "It's like, you got it straight, because you have chosen your partners who also choose polyamory, and you have open agreements.
Exactly.
It's about communication, which is what you said.
Yes.
So, why do you have Emerson Collins in the background? You do?
Who's Emerson Collins?
I don't know. There are people talking around us. We're a coffee shop.
Oh, is it much different when it's a lesbian relationship? I can't personally speak to that.
Me neither.
I have no idea.
But I believe for the feminine, which is one partner, because I firmly believe in gay relationships, same as straight relationships, one partner's masculine, one partner's feminine. That's not gender-based, that's energetics.
I agree.
So if there's two women in a lesbian relationship, I suspect the same rules may apply. But I know with gay men living in LA, West Hollywood's a very prolific area for gay men, there was no boundaries for that stuff. It was like they'd sleep with each other all the time. It wasn't a relationship, it was just sex.
Well,
to a degree.
Some men.
Some men, sorry.
Some men believe in committed, exclusive relationships.
Right. I've gay friends of mine who are married. Like, they're married to their gay partner and have been for 15 years.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
Michael, I mean, it's a lifestyle choice. I mean,
yes.
If you're against polyamorous relationships, totally cool. Doesn't work for me.
But here's the deal. You know how you're in a relationship with somebody and sometimes you have an upset and distress and pain, something's going wrong in the relationship? Imagine that multiplied by 5. That could be the price of being in polyamorous relationships.
Can't do it.
No, I can't either.
I can't.
Hey, did I see the same comment on both scopes? I thought I saw one on this side, the same on that side. Maybe I was wrong. Okay.
When dating, women tend to want me to say before a meeting, I'm looking for something serious. I feel if you've met the one,
and this one said,
the one should be enough.
I'm buying if I'm with someone, it's about that person. How do you mean it's about that person? I'm not sure that comment.
The sex is about that person?
The connection is. Hey, Sweepy, nice to see you on my scope.
Hey, gangsta pussy. Okay. Gangsta pussy. All right.
I've seen that handle before.
That's a great handle.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Hi from Russia.
Hey,
nice to have you.
Lucia. Hi. How are you?
So the camera's on that side of the phone. I'm looking at the comments, and my eyes keep bouncing back and forward on the screen. It's like, where am I looking?
Maybe we go this way.
Oh.
So anyway, what else?
I think sex kind of lets you see what the person is really about, meaning. Oh, well, the thing about sex is it takes a lot of the walls down. And my work with clients really helped take the walls down of the blocks they've had about relationship. Where's the weed? Wrong conversation, sorry. Ooh.
Is this monument? I don't know.
We're having a coffee date, and that's what I recommend personally. If you're going with somebody, start somewhere like in daylight and coffee, much cleaner for women, especially.
Yeah, daylight
safer.
for sure.
Yeah. So.
If they're all about them in the bedroom, they will be all about them in life.
Oh, thank you.
Well, the thing is,
the keeper.
Yeah, the thing is, you can pretty much figure that out in your first date. If you observe.
Yeah.
If you observe what they do and what they don't do, you can get some really good information on your first date.
Well, the question also is, are you willing to listen enough to get to know the person versus just tell them all about yourself and not hear a word they're saying?
It's not all about me. What?
Sometimes.
It's not all about me. No, but it's a lot of information.
Yeah.
And sex, I don't know.
I would say just don't. Sorry, coming on my screen was just don't have sex. I would say that's in time. If on the first date you want to have sex with the person, that could be the beginning of something magical. Then it could be a one-night stand. You got to know for yourself.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about isn't the permanent rules for everybody. It's what we suggest probably is the best. We feel maybe the best option.
I think the bedroom defines the person.
You mean how it's decorated? I couldn't resist that one. You gave me a plate.
I think the bedroom defines the person. It can. I think it's more information to take in.
Yeah.
How they treat you. For me personally, if a guy is tentative when he touches me, I know.
Yeah, I know you're missing out the comment with Evie because we're on two different screens. We should probably repeat the comments back. Sorry.
I know. I'm so sorry, Web Evie.
Because we're two phones at once.
Somebody said that how they are in the bedroom gives.
Does the bedroom define the relationship?
Yes.
And I said, does that mean the decorating? That was my joke. Sorry.
I don't think it defines the relationship, but it is an important part of the relationship. And if that isn't working,
right.
It's just y'all need to work on that.
Yeah.
So.
True enough.
Touch like you mean it. Thank you, Terry. Touch like you mean it.
You mean tapping the screen? In this case?
No,
so
touch me like
so when he says sex is personal and intimate, if you don't see yourself in that person, then don't do it. I agree with you. That for me is a very defining statement because sometimes that intimacy is giving something yourself to the other person, and there's a certain sense of being. I was working for. Okay, let me just take a different tangent for a second.
Yes.
I know people who I've seen go through narcissistic relationships and even sociopathic relationships. So sex is an energy drain on them.
It is.
Because the person is actually using that person for their own fill up.
It's vampiric.
Exactly. And so sex, I would save till you know you can trust the person to be really authentic, because sometimes you don't know initially if the person really is after something besides you. They want to just feed off of you. So you've learned the hard way by being a teen mom that used to think you can have sex with anybody and have, and the word ended. Okay.
Is it harder to date in certain cities statistically?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think if you put it out there that you are going to meet somebody, you're friendly, you're open, I think you can meet people wherever you go.
I mean, if you want to do a Google search, you can find it for yourself. There's some research we've done. But one thing somebody asked me a while ago was about how to meet somebody. So if you're going to go meet someone in a bar, then some places are better bars than other bars. But the thing is, for me, I recommend if you want to date somebody, find someone nice, do the things you love in the city. If it's hiking, join a hiking club. If it's a meetup about the spirituality, find one of those, and then you might meet somebody doing that.
Do what you love. Be open. Whole Foods. Cute
Open.
guy. Hey, what's up? Difficult to stay long distance.
It is.
It is harder if you're shy. I'm very, very shy.
Can't you tell?
I'm super shy. I'm super shy. I'm great one-on-one, but
Right.
if it's like...
But there's somebody out there, and she's so nervous. I can feel it.
What? I know, this is our first time meeting. Can you believe
Yeah.
this is so cool? I'm super shy, so I don't approach
You don't
men.
believe if he doesn't believe that it's the first time you met.
I don't approach men. I'll smile, and that's pretty much about it. But if they're beside me and they start the conversation, yeah, totally, I'll talk to them.
Right. Just be honest and loyal, and then no drama. Well, see, the thing is, being honest, absolutely, because if you are going to make up stories, you've got like a lot to keep track of in your head. So the more honest you are, the less you've got to worry about. You're just telling the truth.
Smile is a convo starter. Okay, here's a question for you. So for shy people like me,
Yes.
super shy, I see a guy. The feminine way to approach dating would be to smile at a guy. And this is what I learned in a relationship seminar. Okay, I smile at a guy.
Hopefully he gets it.
And hopefully he'll be so attracted to my smile and my aura that he just comes to me and approaches me and starts a conversation.
Don't approach men, stay in your feminine. Yes, and let me say some things about the men, because I am one.
What?
We are we're not as sensitive as women. I mean, this sounds so obvious, but when you think about it, it makes sense. When two women are talking over coffee, one could just raise an eyebrow, and the other woman has seen her whole 5-year life story from one movement. So when men should be flopping around my ass, right? She's so gorgeous when women should be flopping around.
Not my ass.
Well, it looks quite cute from what I can see.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Got me off track completely. Right. So the thing for men is that we aren't subtle. In the olden days, it was the thing where a woman would drop a handkerchief for a man to discover. But that was the safe way that women could indicate to a man they were interested. Nowadays it doesn't happen, because women have been trained to be independent, so they don't show weakness, which is what it looks at as weakness.
It's very confusing.
So for what I would say as a man, do us a favor and be subtly blatant, because your subtlety is lost on us oftentimes. You may smile at us, but sometimes you've got to smile for more than what you think is a minute. Make it 10 minutes so we actually see you're smiling at us. I'm being absurd about that, exaggerating. But it's about being overt enough that we recognize that you actually are interested, so we don't feel like we're going to get crushed again because you're going to reject us.
Okay, wait a second.
Right.
So here's the situation.
So he isn't your husband? Boy, I feel that. Say what?
Oh, Joe? Joe is not my husband. Joe is my gay husband.
Definitely dear friend.
He has a partner. But we're close. I mean, we've slept together in our underwear, pretty much.
It's not quite the same thing.
And that's not the same. It's not a real. Well, maybe it's a real marriage.
You may have the body parts, but there's nothing going on.
Yes, Joe is awesome, and he did. Well, maybe he had his last scope last night. We can talk.
That's a separate conversation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's my situation. A couple years ago, I'm waiting at the Directors Guild, waiting to see this movie, and there are these two guys, sort of doing the whole shark thing around me.
Circling.
circling me. I'm waiting for a friend of mine.
Evie's coming to that. That was the real title that I'm not going to know about.
I know, yes. So one guy was really hot, and I was so interested in him. And I smiled, I sent it out there
Right.
toward him. And then the other guy was somebody I didn't like very much, or didn't seem, I don't know.
You weren't interested.
I wasn't interested. He was the one that approached me. And when the cute guy that I liked saw that he was approaching me,
You backed off.
cute guy backed off and
Right.
went, how does that fly?
So a suggestion is one thing that we men, again, we aren't the most subtle creatures. We don't always recognize things subtly. We don't have the intuitive sense. Is the cute guy?
Yeah.
If you somehow make contact with him, like you reach out and touch him, like say, like, can you help with something like that? The warmth of connection usually wakes us up out of a coma, enough to recognize that actually you're attractive.
But doesn't that mean I'm going after the guy?
No, because you're not asking him out. You're making it clear that you like him. It's a different thing. You're not initiating conversation necessarily to say I want to go out with you, but you may be initiating connection so he can reach out and say, okay, you've built a bridge for me to walk across. I can now go across and pursue you.
But if the guy is standing like a few yards in front of me, how am I supposed to grab his
Look at
arm?
this, brushing their arm between the arm and the wrist. Somebody knows stuff about the biology, about the...
Nice, Michael. I'm going to try that next time somebody asks me out on a date.
You're going to go reach and grab him, touch him right there.
I'm going to touch him.
But again, the thing is for us as men, subtle signs are lost on us half the time because we don't necessarily know, and because most men have had rejection thrown in their face more than one time. And I know rejection isn't that real. We just make it up in our heads. But when we see someone we like, I think we project on the fact that this could be the one we want to be with, and when they say no, it's like, oh, crestfallen. So sometimes we don't even risk reaching out because we don't feel it's worth the risk of being rejected. So the safer, or the more you can stack the deck in our favor, the more we're going to step into that place. How's that feel?
I still don't get the whole being in the feminine and smiling and drawing him in a way that's not masculine, and asking him out and saying, hey,
No, if you go to him and say, hi, how are you? Let's go out with you. That's masculine.
right.
Right. So it's between that and not doing anything. So there's a scale. And depending on the guy, some guys pick up signs more easily. Some guys have the programming running. I did for a long time, where I just saw something and I just run through my programming and totally missed the chance. Sorry, I have my own messed up background too. I've had more than enough sub stories, which I'm not showing on Periscope, to last a lifetime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still learning the whole dating thing.
Well, see, as
He has to know that you're interested, but you have to do it in a nuanced way.
that's kind of the truth, yeah.
I mean,
So in this new era, dating faux pas, phones turned on and visible, yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
I dislike, unless you're a surgeon or the president of the United
Right.
States,
Hey,
turn off your
Joanne's on
phone.
here.
Turn off your phone when you're on a date with
Hey,
somebody,
Joanne.
y'all.
sorry, just saying, Joanne.
Why do y'all have the phones on when you're
Right.
on a date?
When you're on a date, here's the thing. When you're on a
Get
date,
to know me.
the phones are turned off or on vibrate in
Thank you.
coats or in the car, not in
Yes.
your person.
Check your phone when I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or check your phone.
Do you
whatever.
think it is wrong or rude if the other person flirts with others, messages or stares at others? Of course. Hello. If you're on a date, you shouldn't be looking at Instagram pictures of somebody else. That is not kosher. That affects your
I
relationship.
actually had a guy do that. Of course, he was
Listen.
he was a totally inappropriate, toxic person.
Well, there
so
you
of
go.
course he would do it. But yeah, it made me feel like crap, especially when I was dressed up to the nines, I looked hot, whatever, and he was checking out other women on his phone. Just
Yeah,
like,
extremely
what?
rude, exactly.
Very, very rude. So
And-
guys, don't do that.
No.
Please.
Hey, ladies, don't do that either.
Oh.
And it works both ways.
Wait, what?
Phones are transgender. As it
No,
were.
I make it a point to turn
Exactly.
off my phone.
Phones are off limits when on a
right,
date.
and I put it in my
As
bag.
Joanne said, next.
Next, like this.
It's
So,
true. So yeah.
yes. Quick weeder at her. Yes,
Yes,
definitely.
exactly. Could be better.
Phones are bisexual. Yes.
The unisexual or something.
Exactly.
Transgender.
Exactly.
Because anybody uses them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I know. This is so cool.
I'm loving this.
I don't even know where to look.
With hearts and comments back and forth.
Never mention the ex, politics, or religion.
It depends.
It really depends. If you're getting to know each other, the exes will come up. But I'm finding that there comes a point where I'm like, I'm over talking about the exes. I really want to stay present with who you are. I want to know who you are without.
But the thing about religion and politics is if you're interested in meeting somebody, it might be nice to know where they stand about spirituality versus religion versus atheism, or also whether they're if you're a passionate socialist and they're a passionate Republican, that might not work. It might be fun in bed, but it might not work in a long-term relationship.
I mean, there's that passion there.
Well, it's a competitive passion, or a combative passion.
And that could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. But, I mean, I would
You're
prefer...
on another tangent, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, for example, I'm pretty liberal. I love my gay people.
You know, Matt's going about. I always ask if the life relationship was, when it was 2 weeks ago, then you run away. Yeah. Rebounding isn't good. That's a chapter in the book is the rebound relationship.
Yeah.
Not good.
No rebound relationships. Absolutely not.
Right.
I mean, unless you want to roll in the hay, which is fine too. I mean,
yeah, but then you're going to be their shoulder to cry on. And they're going to work out all their stuff on you. You really want that? No, not fun.
There's always. I'm just saying.
See, counterpoint.
No, I'm just saying. You have to make room for the magic. Because there could be magic there. I mean, who knows?
So you made so many dating errors. Took till this year to
just be me, and I'm engaged.
Congratulations! Awesome stuff.
So.
Flashing the ring.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Are we good? I think we're good now. Stop dead in our tracks.
I don't know. This is a lot of fun. I'm so excited.
This is episode 1, so I think we're going to do this again. This is fun. Yeah, it'll be the doctor show or
doctor's
something.
In the house. Right, the rock is quite large. It's like blinding.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for
again,
joining.
congratulations on my screen for your announcement.
I know. This is great.
The congratulations on my phone was for somebody on your phone, I think, who was sharing it. I don't think it was for us, it was for them.
Oh, it's not what?
I don't know.
The more time you spend with rebounders and wrong matches, the less time you meet your love. This is
Amen.
so true.
Matt, you're so on it. That's so true, Matt.
But then again, what's the wrong match? I mean, with every wrong match, you get closer and closer to...
Well, there are wrong matches that are painful and can be more hurtful than what you really want.
But you learn from them.
Ideally.
Well, hopefully you learn from them.
And don't get married because you have a kid together. That's a whole other conversation.
Don't get married because you have a kid together. Don't stay in a relationship. Well, my opinion, don't stay in a relationship if you have a crappy relationship, even if you have a kid together.
Yeah.
So.
You have to be willing to. Best thing is, the best way to have a good relationship is be comfortable being single. If you can love yourself enough to be single without thinking you need someone to survive, then you can have a healthy relationship when you meet somebody.
As you get older and you do your work, you know who you are and what you want. So true.
Yeah.
So true. It's easier to ask a guy on the first date. Look, I'm 45 years old and I have problems asking a guy on a first date because I have in the past, in my 30s, and when I was like,
Thank you, Joanna. So
in my 20s, I have asked guys out, but
it's the Asian look, isn't it?
It is. And it doesn't get any easier.
No.
For me, it hasn't gotten easier.
The thing about I would agree because I'm a little bit older than that now. For me, the thing about dating is it's first of all, we are generally dating people who are older as well. Dating somebody who's 20 is going to be really weird unless you want to be a cougar or something, or or a what do you call it? That summer or that spring autumn thing. Spring winter.
Spring chicken.
Spring chicken.
Spring winter.
But the thing about it is, it means more selective dating. And also, as we get older, we choose more carefully. We don't want to spend time, someone's going to waste their time. Time's important to us.
True. Somebody loves your accent. Evie at her best. Great format. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
If you want a feminine man, be a masculine woman. Yeah, I did a scope about that. I actually had a conversation yesterday on my broadcast about that. Yeah.
I saw that.
Because that's the work I did, because I was in my feminine for a long time, because in the counseling work, and was loving supporting women, and when I was dating them, I was attracted to them. They saw me in leadership, and as soon as we got into a relationship, I'd soften into my feminine, because I was saying, whatever you want, honey, and I please them, which lasted about 3 months, and they go, where's the guy I am really interested in?
That's very true. I've dated sort of everybody.
Excuse me?
No, I've dated super hyper masculine men.
Well, macho, I'd say. That's my macho masculine delineation.
I mean, if I'm living in Argentina,
Right.
dating an Italian,
The machismo.
it's going to be,
Yeah.
you know, hyper masculine. And then I've also come back to the United States and dated super feminine
That's the question for you.
guys. Evie, are you more in charge in your relationships?
Repeat the question in a minute. Sorry, it's on my screen. I've got to try and answer this
Okay.
question first.
Michael Mates asked me if I am more masculine in my relationships.
The fact you got to think about it is interesting.
Well, the thing is,
It's not automatic, which is
in
good.
certain things I'm masculine, but I think I want to surrender to my partner.
So you need someone you can trust.
I want to be cherished.
Right.
Yes, but until this is horrible for me to say.
It's okay. It's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
It's only Periscope. It's
here
safe.
in Culver City with the street. Yes, it's very safe. I think it just depends. The guy has to have proved himself on some level that he's trustworthy to.
And you can feel that you can rest. The way I described it is when a man is masculine, fully masculine, a woman can feel it automatically.
Yes, and it's very, very sexy.
And when he's in his masculine, when it's a presence, it's not about doing something, it's a presence.
It's a presence.
Because in the masculine and feminine, quick cliff notes.
Please.
The feminine energy is movement, it's energy, it's light. The masculine movement is the emptiness of space, it's depth. So when a woman leans into a man, she knows there's no way he'll drop her. That she can lean on him energetically, and he's got her solid.
Yeah.
And when she has that, she feels like she's safe, she feels supported, and she can fully blossom into a feminine because she's now free to do what she loves to do.
But don't you think, Barry, that before you can find somebody like that, if you are a feminine woman, you need to be able to develop that in yourself first in order to attract that into your life. You know what I mean? You need to be able to contain yourself and go deeper with yourself in order to attract that.
No, I would say no. When you're in a feminine, your light, your vivaciousness, your energy moves, and it's very attractive, it's very sexy to a man. And so a man doesn't have to do what you do to match you, because that puts him in his feminine. It's like when a man comes to meet you and he holds a solid space and he's present with you, and you do whatever you want. He doesn't run away. He doesn't carry. Doesn't flim flam. You start realizing he might be the one you can stand up, and lean on, and feel safe with. It's like a flagpole and a flag. You can't have two flags together. You got a flagpole and a flag to work together. So it's the masculine being solid, like planted, the woman being the flow and the dance and the movement, which is so fun to watch.
Right.
And that polarity is what creates the attraction, I believe.
I get what you're saying, and I agree. No, I agree.
Okay.
I agree on some
There's another
level.
and coming through.
No, I agree. Because where I'm coming from is that if we as individuals have both masculine and feminine,
Which we do, yeah.
within us, sometimes in my life I've noticed that my masculine was a lot stronger because the feminine that I grew up with was sort of weak and
Right.
you know what I mean?
That
But
was
my dad held the feminine. My mom held the masculine. So it sort of kind of screwed me up with like how am I? We'll talk later. Discount.
Okay, offline. Yeah.
Offline.
Doesn't it depend on what the other person is attracted to? Yes, because, okay, back to this whole masculine and feminine piece.
Yes.
There's a polarity, like magnets. A strong north pole in a magnet attracts a strong south pole in a magnet. So you put north pole and south pole together, they're very attracted to each other. You put two north poles together, they won't attract. So two masculine energies won't attract, two feminine energies won't attract. So what happens is, we in life carry both energies, as you said. We have a natural residence where we reside naturally, where, for example, I'm probably something like 75% or 80% masculine, 25%, 30% feminine. But in certain cases, if I'm holding a baby, I'll be in my feminine. When you're driving a car, you're in your masculine, because it's a directional thing.
Right.
So you change roles. And for me, being in that car impacts my masculine if I'm going on dates with a woman when she's driving. So I've got to make sure I take charge as soon as I get out of the car. Otherwise, I'm losing the masculine energy of supporting the relationship.
Right.
So little things you have to learn. You can't do perfect all the time, because it's who we are. But if you're an independent, like if you're in the world of work, and when women are in work, they're in the masculine getting work done most of the time.
Right.
So there's this interesting dance of when you're environmental effects, not so much environmental effects, we adapt to fit the environment, yes. So when we are doing our lives in the world and we meet somebody, it's interesting when you go on a, see, that's why I say if you go on a date it's good, because when you go on a date, you totally disengage all that stuff. So okay, I'm going on a date, I'm going to put myself in the masculine, and you want to date some of your feminine, then you experience each other with that polarity and attraction. Other parts of life and day in life, like if you're both in a relationship and you're working on the bills together, you're both going to be masculine. You've got to be to do it. If you're both holding the baby or playing with a puppy, it's going to be in your feminine quite often. So both partners will be on the same side of the fence, as it were, but knowing that they can switch back and forward and change it. There's an exercise I learned in a seminar years ago for a couple. Any of you in long-term relationships, well, listen to this part. And if you're new one too. When you get to the bedroom, and it's either and it's the first time or it's the 20,000th time. Because we do have both inside of us and we go through our lives during the day and do lots of different things, but when it gets to the act of sex, to take a moment as a ritual or a ceremony for the man in front of the woman to imagine he's standing in front of her and to say, I'm taking all my feminine energy I've had for the day to put it in a gift packet to give to you for safekeeping for the time we're together tonight. And you do the same thing with your masculine energy. You bundle it all up and give it back to the man for safekeeping. It's an energetic ritual. It's not saying you actually can do it physically, but it's a conscious shift. So you say, you know what?
It's your intention.
Exactly. And that allows you to have much deeper, because what it does is putting you more, so then the man's going more into his masculine, 100%, one's going more into feminine, 100%, becomes extremely attractive, and that's where a great sexual connection can happen. Because a lot of times people have sex whilst they're still running this stuff. So they're both sides, that's why you're both sides of the fence, and you're like, okay, who's leading, who's following, who's doing what? A true feminine woman, I'm going to say this bluntly, loves to be ravished by a truly masculine man, because his heart is open.
That is so true.
It's not rape, because some people think it's extreme. So no, it's a powerful bonding of the energy, connection of the energy. It's such a powerful experience for two people to do it together that way.
And if you want to read more about that, read David Data's book.
That's the one, yeah.
DEIDA, great stuff on the polarities. It's
The
really
Way to Superior Man's a good book for men, and a good book for women to read about men.
And also Dear Lover.
Yes.
If you are a woman.
Finding God Through Sex is a good one.
Yes. Read his books.
Sexual Communion is another one. I mean,
I haven't read the one.
I've got a bunch of them.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them too.
I've studied with him. He's an amazing
have you really?
teacher. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. But all his books are amazing.
Do you believe that saying what is good for the goose is good for the gander? No, that's a really bad saying.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Somebody had mentioned on
Evie. 2 minutes to write down. David Data. David, D-E-I-D-A. He's got videos on YouTube, by the way, as well. So you find him on YouTube.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he's on the East Coast. Gay or straight?
Y'all are
a gem woman?
A woman needs to feel safe in her partner's arms.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And a man needs to feel safe that he can hold her too, because sometimes we're not sure we can trust the woman in our arms too. It's a bit safe on both sides, just different ways.
So how does a man feel safe? How can a feminine woman...
When she doesn't compete for his role. That's a part of it.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. And let me give you this little anecdote.
See, Evie, nice to have you in scope. See you.
So I was dating this guy in Argentina, and he was very, very masculine, very macho. And I think being an American, I'm sort of and kind of hard-headed.
You?
We butted heads a lot. So. You know, he would always talk about how independent I am, but he talked about it in a negative way.
Right.
So that was just really interesting.
Evie saying, bye Evie, best name ever.
Best name ever. Yes.
Bye Evie, thank you.
Ciao, 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 ciao.
See you again, Evie.
So yeah, that was just, that was interesting to observe. My point.
Yeah.
Hi, Ostro18. I don't know who you are, but hey. So I guess that's it.
Yeah. I think we're wrapping.
Let's wrap, guys. Let's wrap.
Yes. Well, we did wrap, but now we're wrapping up.
We're wrapping up. Okay. All right, guys. That's it.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks so much for joining us.
You got 9. I've only got 1 on mine. Damn, you did way better than me. Excuse me. Oh.
So we'll probably do this again. This is a lot of fun,
we will
right?
definitely do this again. Yes.
Michael Mapes, Terry.
See you, folks. Thanks for being
here. Bye. DDG24. Bye, smooches. Bye, Michael. Yes, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
This is fun.
Yay. Me too, Garrett.
Yep.
It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Nice to have you in your scope. Nice for you to be on my scope.
I know. It's awesome. Okay, bye, guys.
Okay.
Ciao.
Bye.
How do you do this? It's rocked. It's rocked.
Yes.
Bye.
See ya.
Ciao.